Hi, my dear children. Welcome back to our maths class. Hope all of you are doing well. Today, we are going to start a new chapter, Joining Parts. In this chapter, Joining Parts, we are going to discuss about addition and subtraction of fractions. Let's start with a new topic, parts of a circle. Here, this circle is divided into 4 equal parts using the right angled corner of the set square. Each part is called 1 by 4 part of this circle. Here, this circle is cut into 2 equal parts and this part forms 1 by 2 or half part of this circle. We can also say that this part forms 2 out of 4 equal parts of this circle. We can say that 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. Here, this circle is divided into 8 equal parts using the corner other than right angle corner of the set square. Each part forms 1 by 8 part of the whole circle. Here, this circle is cut into 2 equal parts. The part which is cut off is called 1 by 2 part or 4 out of 8 equal parts of the circle. That means 1 by 2 is equal to 4 by 8. Here, this circle is divided into 6 equal parts using a corner of the set square. Here, each part is called 1 by 6 part of the whole circle. Here, after cutting off the circle into 2 equal parts, this part forms 1 by 2 or 3 by 6 part of the whole circle. Then 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. Here, this circle is divided into 12 equal parts. And this portion forms half or 1 by 2 part of the circle. Or we can also say that this part forms 6 out of a total of 12 equal parts of the circle. Then 1 by 2 is equal to 6 by 12. Now, we can write half in different forms, such as 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 6, and that is also equal to 4 by 8. These fractions form the equivalent fractions of 1 by 2. We had studied in the chapter part numbers that equivalent fractions are the fractions having the same values but with different numerators and denominators. For example, from 100 equal parts, how many parts should we take to make half? 1 by 2 is equal to which number? For that, we have to divide 100 by 2. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Then, we have to multiply the same number 50 with the numerator and denominator of this fraction to get the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. That is 1 into 50 by 2 into 50. 1 into 50 equal 50 and 2 into 50 equal 100. Therefore, we will get the fraction as 50 by 100. That means 1 by 2 is equal to 50 by 100. Here, the number 100 denotes the total number of parts and the number 50 denotes the number of parts taken. Here, the first circle is divided into 3 equal parts. Each part forms 1 by 3 part of this circle. Here, the second circle is divided into 6 equal parts and shaded portion is equal to 2 by 6 part of the whole circle. And this 2 by 6 part is equal to 1 by 3 part of the first circle. Therefore, 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6. Next, here the third circle is divided into 12 equal parts and the shaded portion is equal to 4 by 12 part of the whole circle. And this 4 by 12 part is same as 1 by 3 and 2 by 6 part of the first and second circle. Now, a ribbon is divided into 9 equal parts. How many parts should we take to get 1 by 3? Out of 9 equal parts, we have to divide this ribbon into 3. Then we will get 3 out of 9 equal parts in each portion. That means 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 9. From this, we came to find out that the equivalent fractions of 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 6, that is equal to 3 by 9, that is also equal to 4 by 12. For example, from a ribbon cut into 15 equal parts, how many parts should we take to make 1 by 3? Here, we have to find out 1 by 3 part of the 15 equal parts. That is, we have to find the equivalent fraction of 1 by 3 with 15 as the denominator. For that, we have to find out 3 into which number gives 15. 3 into 5 equals 15. Then we have to multiply the same 5 with the numerator also. Then 1 into 5 equals 5 and 3 into 5 equals 15. The fraction we got is 5 by 15. Then 1 by 3 is equal to 5 by 15. Using the pieces of circle used earlier, in what all ways can we make 2 by 3? The first circle is divided into 3 equal parts and the shaded portion is equal to 2 by 3 part of the whole circle. The second circle is divided into 6 equal parts and here the shaded portion is equal to 4 by 6 part. 4 by 6 part of the second circle is equal to 2 by 3 part of the first circle. That means 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6. The third circle is divided into 12 equal parts and the shaded portion is equal to 8 by 12 part of the whole circle. This 8 by 12 part is equal to 2 by 3 part of the first circle. That means 2 by 3 is equal to 8 by 12. Therefore, we can say that 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6, that is equal to 6 by 9, that is also equal to 8 by 12. Have you all understood this? That's all for today, children. We shall continue our class on the next day. Okay? Thank you.